Hello everybody in YouTube land, how are you today? Welcome to another edition of Uncle Bobby's Cybertronian Corner, a special edition of Uncle Bobby's Cybertronian Corner. I will show you why. Hey buddy, how's Uncle Bobby's Vinny doing? Yeah. I got my nephew with me today. I'm babysitting him for my niece. I do that on Mondays and Fridays. Well, I got tired last night and didn't do the cast. So instead of doing it on Sunday, I'm doing it on Monday. So if you hear little squeals and laughter and stuff like that, that's just Vinny chilling with Uncle Bob. We have 5 box left. Bulkhead, Point Break, Wild Rider, Redgar, and Skylings. However, since we have 5 and I don't have a 5-sided die, I'm going to omit Skylings this week. So, number 1 would be Bulkhead, number 2 would be Wild Rider, number 3 would be Point Break. I believe that's what his name is. Yes, Point Break. 3 would be Point Break, and number 4 would be Redgar. So, random number generator, number 1. That would be finally the Bulkhead. Yeah. Now, I could have sworn when I got Bulkhead that I did one on Bulkhead. But, apparently not. I'm sorry, somebody's trying to call me while I'm on my podcast, or webcast, whatever this thing is called, where I play with Transformers in front of you people. Also, if I periodically get up and go off camera, that's because he dropped something that I need to get for him because, well, he's a baby. However, we are here to talk about Bulkhead. Okay? Bulkhead he's not an oh my god old character. He started in like 2004 in the Energon series, where he was actually a helicopter, not an SUV or an armored personnel carrier or a personnel carrier, because that's supposed to be canvas. Sorry, it's a little hot today, and well, I don't have a fan on me, so it doesn't affect the audio. Maybe if I turn this one. Oops, a little bit. Anywho. He didn't actually become Bulkhead until like 2009, where I believe it was animated, where he was an armored personnel carrier. That's where he made friends with the protoform Sorry. That was that doctor's adopted daughter, because he kind of found her when he found Megatron, or Megatron's hand. But he was a personnel carrier in that. Also, he learned space bridge repair, and rebuild okay? Okay. You're okay. Why do you keep coughing? Alrighty then. We're in Space Bridge, not only repair, but the mechanics of it, how to build one. He actually became the foremost expert on Space Bridge technology. And then he became a wrecker. So first he learned how to build stuff. Well, first he was a farmer or something. Then he learned how to build stuff. Then he learned how to break stuff. And then he started working with the Prime. So, and that bled over into the Prime. That was like 2010, where he became an SUV. And that's what this style is supposed to be off of. Or at least his robot form is supposed to be off of it. That's what his robot form is supposed to be. And then that bled over into the 2017 Robots in Disguise. And then IDW picked up Bulkhead and started adding him to their continuity around that time. And then Legacy came out with this version, and then Legacy came out with I think it was Legacy. Well, there's two versions of him. One with just his wrecking ball, one with the wrecking ball and a hammer, and he's got a camo deco on him. Same bot, same transformation, just the paint job's different and you got accessories. The hammer is supposed to come from Knockout, I believe his name is. I could be wrong, but it's Bulkhead's arch nemesis. And you're all caught up on Bulkhead. So, I'm going to bring you over to the desktop over here and transform him for you. And then we'll, yeah. So, come on over. Bulkhead. Nope, that's not gonna work. Yep, that'll work. I like that. Okay. Well, first, you pop the canopy up. Now, you can leave this on. It doesn't hinder transformation much. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, so I like to remove it. Okay, so step one, do not grab here, grab here, and that will flail out the feet because there's two little things in there. Two little pegs that fill in the two little holes. Now, separate the legs so you can pull that up. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright. So we separated the legs. Now we break the cab away. break the waist away, and break the knees away. Now we lift that. We pull this up, flip it around, drop it in, close that. Close. Okay. Now we pretty much have the bottom half of the bulkhead done. Take this, and yeah, I believe it's flipped up this way. If not, I'll fix it later and I will let you know. Okay, now this part can be tricky. First things first, take out the arms. Once the arms are out, separate them. Okay? Once they're separated, take this black part, push it down, take his head from underneath, and push it up. Which just fell off. Okay, well, much in the thing of Transformers, his arm fell off. Why? Because it wanted to. Okay. These were this way, you make them go this way, and you make them go up. That is my God important. Because these things... These things do not like to move when that is there. And, oh my God. And if you don't move them, man. Alright, actually it's easier this way. Alright, you see that peg? That peg goes in that hole. Boom. Then you take the correct arm and click it back on. Then you can pop out the head. And I'll form the head. Okay. And again, we... oh boy. Here it is. Lost a piece. Okay, again, that peg, that one, goes in that hole. Then we click the arm back. Okay, that goes all the way up. Right? No, okay, you collapse the double hinge. Take that hinge, collapse it in, take that hinge, collapse it down, then you can take this and plug it into that transparent blue notch. See those two notches? They line up with this transparent thing. So, just lean it forward, line it up, clicks into place, and we have the big bot with a bigger heart, Miko's friend and fellow wrecker, Sari's friend and fellow robot, or fellow Autobot, he came with 3 accessories, well 4 technically. Well, no, 3. He came with his wrecking ball. He came with that shield. And he came with this minigun. Which I recently found out the minigun in truck form belongs there. whatever. Now, I've seen tons and tons and tons of people display it here somehow. The closest I can get to that is this. So, maybe they just have a different model. Anywho, the just opens up and there's a peg. See the peg? The peg goes over the fist. Then you close it up and boom, he's got his wrecking ball. And with this model, and this model has a shield. So, he's going to bash you, stop from being bashed, then he's going to shoot you. But he would rather make music and paint. Those are his hobbies. Composing music with his friend Miko. Painting for his friend Miko. And in the other one, he pretty much just keeps Sorry out of trouble. Now, transformation back, again, can be a little bit of pain in the butt. So, we're going to go over that. Dislodge the cab. Put down the head. Take that. Wait. Unplug the arms. Like I said, sometimes it's a little bit of a pain, but there we go. Unplug the arms so we can rock the cab forward and close that black part. Okay. Then what we do is we take the arms and we curl them like this. And we make them join in the middle. Like that. And make sure that they're bent as far forward as possible. And make sure bulkhead's head is straight. And as long as you make sure that, you should hear that. Okay. Then we pull this black piece back up. We break that other hinge. We come back here, compress the feet, open the leg, pull this out, clone it, okay, those can be now pressed, and these can be stuck together. Now, these are going to come apart 101 times. Prepare for it. Okay, easiest way I have found to do this, bend his knees completely because, Hold on. Okay. See that peg? See that peg? That peg and that peg gotta meet. Bend completely at the knee, and then peg that. Completely at the knee, and peg that. With bulkhead, pegging is key. Okay? Now that you have all that peg, you should be able to, oh yeah, you gotta split these wheels. You should be able to compact it and put these two pegs into those two holes. See those two holes? Those two pegs. Okay? And then that peg and that peg will go in that hole and that hole. As long as you did everything right. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Take this, you can press that down. You put that peg in that hole. It's easier if you lay it down. You're doing that blind, but if you play with Transformers, you're used to that. And there he is, back in vehicle mode. And now, he is going to take his rightful place among his friends. And now I know I have done a bulkhead. I'm sorry, Vinny. My apologies. I'm sorry. We have done a bulkhead. So, I thank you for spending time with me. Vinny appreciates it too. I mean, you heard him over there gooing and guying, and he hasn't said mum, not once. So, he likes you too. Remember, I love you. Later.